Hello everyone, Jonathan with Excel Bets, and today's video is a little different. Got me behind the camera. Feel like I've done this faceless YouTube for a while, so I wanted to actually get the webcam out, show my face, so you could know the man behind the Excel spreadsheet. So thanks for anyone who's watched, or if you're new to the channel, welcome. And yeah, I'm excited to got a couple things to share in this video, and the title is going to be the best EV platform that you've never heard of. So I'm going to dive into that. But first, just wanted to highlight for anyone who's subscribed to my Excel Bets website, I've got a new hybrid EV model. I've done an NBA video recently. This one's NHL hockey. And what I mean by hybrid is it's going to look at both a top down and bottoms up method to determine EV. So for NHL hockey, we've got Pinnacle odds here. It's a copy paste of Pinnacle. That's your sharp sports book. It's going to be your top down approach. Copy and paste that into the model. So that's going to bring in our Pinnacle break even odds. And then from there, I'm bringing in D ratings. This is more of a bottoms up. So looking at it from two different angles and combining those two to get a hybrid EV. And then from there, we can look at the different sportsbooks. So I'm pulling in sportsbook review odds here and do the line shopping for you. It's going to highlight if there's a positive EV bet. And you can change the split. So if you want it to be 50% weighted towards D ratings, 50% to Pinnacle, that's going to bring in a lot more odds. If you want to run this as a 100% EV model off Pinnacle, a pure top down, you can see we've got the Utah Hockey Club, plus 195 on BetMGM and Bet365, where Pinnacle break-even odds are plus 193. So if you want to run this as just a break-even based off top-down, and then look and see if D ratings confirms that, you can see in this case it definitely does. D ratings is saying there's a 37.2% chance that Utah wins. Pinnacle saying 34.2. So both those combined together make this a nice EV play there for Utah Hockey Club. Flip over to the spread line, similar setup where you've got your Pinnacle break-even odds, the D ratings, handicap odds, and then a blended model. Again, you can change this to be 100%. You can see with that, it's going to really narrow your focus. We've got one EV play there if we do 100% to Pinnacle, but you can have this be as blended as you want. Go back to that 50%. You can see we're going to have a lot more EV plays there. And then we have the final on the over-under, same logic. So just wanted to highlight that. Same thing. So we got Pittsburgh Penguins, Philadelphia Flyers over as positive EV when we combine the two. And same with the Sabres on Bet Rivers. Make that 100% Pinnacle. Brings in two EV plays, under on the Canucks and over on the Sabres. So again, this is available for any of my members who've subscribed to the channel. Really nice way just to do the line shopping for you. Now with that, Sportsbook review, the data connections I have in the background, that refresh is not going to be real time. That's going to be probably on a 30-minute lag, to be honest. And then the Pinnacle odds, you've got to manually copy and paste that in. So I want to highlight something that a platform that I've been using and had really good success with. And if you've watched any of my videos on D ratings, you're familiar with that platform and the great predictions that they have on it. So it has, basically any major sport, it's going to have your win percent. It's going to bring in the best money line, best spread, give you a points total. So basically any bottoms up information you would need to make an informed bet. But what they have here is this premium. So I'm going to click this and show you this platform I'm talking about. And it's called GameDay Math. And I'm going to bring up my results using it so you can proof in the pudding, right? So you can see I'm up almost $2,600. Been betting on this since November as one of my betting tools. And I think this is just a awesome underappreciated EV platform. So this is just the main dashboard. It's going to give you your bets for today, your graded bets. It's going to look at your return on investment, your closing line value. Then we can go over here. I'm just going to walk through some of the big drivers and big selling points to me with this. And you can see this is the picks page. It's going to actually give you a bet score, which is really great. You can see it's a really active interface too. These lines are refreshing just real time. So the bet score is going to tell you if this is a good EV bet or not. Anything above 80 is going to highlight in dark green, and those are your best bets. Anything in the 70 range is going to have it's going to be an EV play. Now, there may not be some recent line movements on a sharp book to confirm it as strongly as an 80 or above, but you can pretty much just take these and place them and feel really confident. What I like to do, though, and I think this is what makes this really a standout platform, is, like I said, with that hybrid, it's nice to have the sharp books tell you, hey, this is an EV play to look at, but it's also great to have some bottom up analytics to confirm that. So D ratings, and if you've watched in my Kim Palm videos, I've been using this in tandem with Kim Palm betting model. So I'll drop in the Kim Palm into my Kim Palm model fan match data each day, and then I'll go over to GameDayMath, and I'll look and see what any of the college basketball games are and see if they are confirmed with Kim Palm data or not. And you can also click into the game. It's going to bring up the money line, spread, and total values, bring in all the books that you have so you can see what lines are active today. And then it's also going to tell you if it's what the bet score is, how much holds on the market, really good information. And then at the bottom, which is really great, this is going to be that D ratings bottoms up predictions. So it's synced with D ratings, so you can look to see if this confirms the EV play or not. So you can see D ratings right now on TCU, Iowa State. It's given the Horned Frogs a 12.1% chance of winning, conversion to 730 money line. You can see that right now we've got no vig at 15.95, so that's a 95 bet score. That's a huge EV play. Obviously, it's a long shot, but that's a way to look at it, where it's going to give you both the top down and bottoms up. The bet score is based only on top down, so you're going to be using sharp books to confirm that this is an EV play, and then you can go to a bottoms up analytic approach to confirm that and feel really comfortable. And I'll just show you some of my results on college basketball over this season. And you can see I've had some really good success. I do about $50 units. That's my projected payout I like to have for each one of my bets. Up almost $12.50 on my college basketball plays, definitely. Plus that's on main markets, and then college basketball X. So that'd be any of the non-big conferences. Another $800, so almost $2,000 alone on college basketball. And you can see my breakdown by sportsbook. I'm pretty much positive across the board and on the bet type as well. So I think and you can see across each month, I've been green. February, a little bit rough start, but I'm really confident that get enough volume out there, that variance will go away and it'll be another green month. So that, this has been such a great platform. And then just going through the picks page each day, confirming it with Kim Palm or D ratings or ESPN. And then if you go over here to the odds page, this is such a great interface. And I think this is, if you've done a lot of EV betting, having a one-stop shop for all the odds. You can see all your books. And what I like to do is have a couple of sharp books here, Pinnacle, BetCris, and I consider FanDuel pretty sharp, to be honest. So I put those as the first three books. And then from there, I have all the different retail or peer-to-peer books that I bet on. And you can see the odds. It's going to highlight in green if there's been a recent line movement. So it's going to weight your line movements more heavily if they've moved versus if they're stale. You can see if it's a stale line, it's actually just going to cross that out and not figure into the EV play. So this is what you want. You want to consider line movement. You want to consider your sharp books. You want to consider your bottoms up analytical, all to have that edge versus sports books. And then you also want to be able to line shop to get the best price. So, and I think this GameDay Math does an incredible job. I don't think a lot of people know about it. I'm a believer. I'm subscribing. Jeff at D Ratings, he's one of the co-founders of this, and the service, if you've got any feedback, they're really responsive to hearing the feedback. I'm really excited about being an affiliate to them. So I'll have a link in the description. If you want to sign up, use the link. Send me any questions if you're curious about the platform. But yeah, I can't say enough good things. You can flip across spreads and totals just to see all the EV plays against all the main sports, and then also allows you to look into live odds as well. So let's see if we can get any live odds. College basketball's tipped off it yet. Nothing in progress yet. Handicap. So this is something else where if you wanted to actually put in Kim Palm predictions in here, you could actually see if that's a positive edge or not. So Georgetown and Seton Hall, you can see the projected score. Let's go ahead and see what Kim Palm has that at. Seton Hall 58 versus Georgetown 69. Let's plug that in. You can see just how cool this is. Save changes. So you can see we plug that in, and now we've got a huge edge there on our Seton Hall to cover that spread. Let's flip over to the spread value. Oh, I misspoke. So it's going to be an edge now on Georgetown. So we're getting minus 10 at minus 112 on profit X. You can see with that handicap conversion, we're at minus 11 with break even of minus 100. So now it has a 1.7% edge for Georgetown to cover the spread based on the Kim Palm bottoms up view. And what I like to do is I'll go through the odds page here and I'll start with an EV play and then I'll go confirm it with Kim Palm. So I won't start with Kim Palm whenever I do my EV betting. I want the sharp books to kind of define that edge, and then I want to confirm it with Kim Palm. So you can see here, I wouldn't place that bet. We've got none of these are actually positive U plays. I say that, and we just went green there on profit X. So what that's telling me is FanDuel just moved their line to minus 10.5, minus 110. We're still getting that minus 10 at minus 111 on profit X. So with that movement, I would feel comfortable that we've got a slight EV. Just looking at it from a sharp book, we saw that Kim Palm says that Georgetown's actually a minus 11 point favorite. So you take those two factors together. We got sharp book saying there's value. We've got Kim Palm or any other analytic tool you want to use saying, hey, there's value here as well. Combine those two together, place that bet, and feel confident. That's how I think is such a great way to look at EV betting, because it can get overwhelming at times, and if you don't have a rock to go on, and I think this gives you a really good starting point to know that you're not just shooting darts at different bets, that you've got a good baseline. You can see we've got quite a few good plays here. Seton Hall, UC Riverside, and Georgia all above 80, so you could feel really good with those. You can drill in here. We're getting minus 1.5 plus 100 on Georgia. We've got Pinnacle at minus 2, minus 102, BetCris minus 1.5, minus 114, and FanDuel minus 1.5, minus 110. All great confirming factors. We got Sharpbook saying there's value there. We go down to the D ratings. Minus 2 is the handicap. Let's go see what Kim Palm has it at. Minus 3. There it is. There's a great bet for you to play. So if you've watched and you continue watching this video, I would go place this bet on no vig. Feel really good with that Georgia minus 1.5 plus 100. That's all I got. Again, game day math. I think this is the platform I use for my line shopping, EV bets. I think if you want to start with what I got from an Excel base, I think that's a great starting point. If you buy just a one-time Pinnacle model, or if you subscribe and you're going to get that NHL or NBA hybrid model. But if you've got a bankroll that's built up and you feel comfortable with subscribing to a higher price point, game day math, I think, is for sure the way to go. I can't say enough good things about it. Thank you for watching, and God bless.